So then just to ask the opposite, so Don, I'll go back to you. And our conversation has been great because I'm looking at the questions that come in and we're addressing them. And a lot has to do with this balancing act between what a customer thinks they need in flexibility and what a CDMO is actually able to give. But Donna, from your, let's say, most recent experience, where's the CDMO lacking? Are they lacking in their ability to keep up with what the sponsors need?
I think the biggest, and I would want to say global with small biotech startups, is the lack of understanding of the client of what it really takes to execute all of this. While we want flexibility, while from a client perspective, the sponsors are always going to be pushing to get patients in, get patients manufactured, get treatments done so that they can move forward, get the next round of funding done, get the next path to regulatory accomplished, without a good understanding of the restrictions. And there are restrictions. There's regulatory restrictions, there's operational restrictions that CDMOs have. And new clients coming in don't necessarily understand that. To me, it of adequate time understanding what are the budgetary expectations, the limits at this scale versus that scale that a manufacturer can do for you. They can't just on a dime say, I want to go from 2 subjects per month to 10 subjects per month without some very strategic planning. They've got other clients, they've got limitations of personnel, staff, and there are very significant operational restrictions and regulatory requirements that a CDMO deals with that the clients just simply aren't aware of if they're early stage. So I default back to a lot of this is really effectively having discussions early on that the client understands. Yes, any client's going to tell you the faster I can enroll in patient and get to treatment and get clinical trial results, the more likely that treatment modality is going to move forward. And that is very important. It plays a role all the way around from strategic planning within the company to investors and fundraising and things like that. But there are restrictions that CDMOs have, and that needs to be laid out and understood that what is the situation for this phase of development. If you want to go from, say, a phase 1 to phase 2 or a pivotal study, let us talk about what that would look like so a client can effectively plan what it would look upstream from where you are today. And just to understand that it's a change in even how much equipment you have on board and onboarding that equipment and the actual facility space needed to scale up. So my biggest takeaway from having done this with several companies and consulting on companies that are trying to go into new CDMOs is that it takes the time you spend on that front side of really understanding the client's needs versus the CDMO's restrictions or requirements. From that aspect of flexibility is hugely important and well worth it downstream. It makes things go much more fluid as you go forward. So.